Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Canadian Immigrant Virtual Fair with hiring partner Dialectica. My name is Catherine Steele, and I'm delighted to be here with you today. I'm a coach and consultant and CEO of English Pronunciation for Success, specializing in speaking and pronunciation techniques, and thrilled to be moderating as well as participating in today's fair. I hope you've had a chance to visit some of the exhibitors today, including myself. If not, the fair is open until 4 p.m. Eastern today. Just a note for all of those participating in this session will be recorded and posted on the Canadian Immigrant YouTube channel so that you can watch it after this presentation. Let's jump into our final speaker presentation presented by our hiring partner, Dialectica. This presentation is entitled Job Hunting in the Time of COVID-19, featuring speakers from ACCESS Employment, addressing moving your job search online and preparing to present your best self in virtual interviews. I'm joined by Zara and Emmanuel from ACCESS Employment, and they will touch upon job search strategies, find your motivation, and more. Thank you, Zara and Emmanuel. Please take it away.
Hi, Catherine. Thank you so much for that warm welcome. And I'm just going to go ahead and prompt the presentation here. So my name is Zara. I am an employment consultant from ACCESS Brampton. And with me, I have my colleague, Noel. Noel, do you want to say hi?
Yes, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Noel Serrano, and I'm an employment consultant and mentoring coach with ACCESS Employment. Welcome.
Awesome. So Noel and I will be facilitating today's session. Noel, I think your camera is off. Do you want to just come on and say hi? I think it's, yeah.
Oh, hi.
There we go. Now we can
this
see
is
you.
me, Noel Serrano.
Awesome. So we'll be facilitating today's session and we're very, very excited. So just to preserve the bandwidth, I am going to go off camera and I hope to return at the end of today's presentation. So just for the sake of preserving bandwidth, I will be going off camera. So there we go. Okay, so before we get started, I just want to make sure that everyone is connected properly. So just to let you all know that you are currently on listen only mode, we will be hosting a question and answer session at the end. And if you are using a laptop or desktop device, that's awesome. However, if you're using your phone or tablet, just keep in mind that your functionality may be limited. So to tell you a little bit about ACCESS, so for over 30 years, ACCESS Employment has been providing programs and services to job seekers that have been facing barriers to employment. And we work with over 2,000 employers to connect diverse talent to meaningful employment in Canada. We've achieved this by providing employment services, linking employers to skilled people, and building strong networks in collaboration with community partners. ACCESS delivers a variety of sector-specific programs, such as the bridging programs. Some of you might have even heard of them: HR connections, IT, engineering, sales and marketing, supply chain, and there are tons more to come. We also deliver online communication, mentoring, and training programs to our clients. ACCESS has over 30 tailored programs alongside 3 national programs, and we are located across 7 locations within the GTA. So let's jump into today's topic, which was job search strategies. So I know that looking for a job can be a very, very stressful and time-consuming task. And in the midst of a global pandemic, which we are still currently going through, it can seem like an impossible one. So on screen, Noel and I, we've put together the most commonly asked questions that we've gotten from our clients, and we're going to do our best to answer them. So the first question was that our clients want to know, or job seekers want to know, are companies still hiring? And the short answer is yes, many companies are still hiring and they're continuing to recruit as normal. And many companies are actually ramping up hiring because they need to meet the demands for sales and products as well. Noel, do you have anything to add for this?
Yeah, actually, despite the fact that we are facing this pandemic, economy will not stop. So hiring still continues, and yeah, again, business won't stop. So again, being a job seeker, please do so. Continue, build up your confidence, and enjoy.
hmm And in terms of finding a job right now, I know that some of the feedback that I've received from my clients is that, they are finding jobs. In fact, employers are hiring. Yes, the hiring processes have changed a little bit, but nonetheless, clients are still finding jobs. What do you think about that one?
Finding jobs is like, again, because of this pandemic, we have to adapt, and humans are very good at adapting with the situation. Just like a year and a half ago, suddenly we're told to the next day we'll be working from home, right? And
Yeah.
then just like a job searching, I mean, like, you have to adapt with the use of the technology.
Yeah.
There's no way for you to be successful other than being adaptable to the surroundings around you.
hmm I wanted to share a cool fact actually that 70% of jobs are actually found through networking. So if there was ever a chance to boost your chances of, building your network and getting hired, this is probably the best opportunity because people aren't traveling to work, which means that you have people in senior leadership and management positions that are working from home that might have a couple free minutes to spare. So you can give them a phone call, schedule a virtual interview, have a, virtual coffee session as well, or even in person now that, things are opening up with social distancing protocols. So you can even go in and meet up with them in person. But definitely networking would be the best way for you to exceed your chances of finding a job. Um, mhm. With regards to the supports and benefits that are currently available to job seekers, so Tier 1 support is government income support. And Noel and I, we will touch upon this in the second half of the presentation. So EI and the CRB benefit right now that's being offered by the government. And Tier 2 supports are like services like Access Employment and other government service provider and community organizations that provide not only job search support, but settlement support, family services support. So those are some of the, resources and tools that are available out there for job seekers. Okay. Specifically with regards to access, we help all our newcomers and job seekers with open arm. We welcome everyone. We want the best for our clients. So for us, we're still operating business as usual. Nothing really has changed on our end, aside from delivering services remotely. One-on-one virtual consulting is still taking place. Resume critiques are still being done. Mock interview are still being scheduled with our clients. Bridging sector is still going full speed ahead with their programs, and job development and job carving is still happening as well. So to reassure those people and those job seekers who are a little bit nervous right now in terms of the supports, with regards to the supports and resources that are available, I want to let you know that, we are here to support in every way that we can. And for those individuals who are not able to visit on site or not get connected right away to an employment consultant, we have an amazing e-access tool. This tool is available 24 hours, 7 days a week. So let's say around 9 o'clock, you decide, hey, I need to speak to someone, or I need help with my job search. You can go on e-access. This is on our website, and access online modules, on-demand webinars, and articles. And I'll just give you a quick visual of what that looks like. I think I had it open here, but I can just show our audience. So right here, I'm on the website. I click e-access, and it brings you to the resource page right here where it has resume tips, networking, job preparation, women in leadership, and starting your own business. So that is available for you to explore. Now, Noel, can you tell us a little bit about some of the industries that are currently actually ramping up and that are
Yeah,
demanding for
yeah,
laborers right now?
yeah, sure, Sarah. Like if you see the screen right now, I mean, obviously because probably with the pandemic, I mean, like healthcare is really on the rise, and pharmaceuticals, wherein with all these shots and biotechnology, the research, nonprofit. Again, we belong to the nonprofit organization, so we're here 100% to support our job seekers, the social work, counseling, government, and even the banks. Okay, e-commerce, retail. Now that this COVID-19 infections are getting a little bit lower, and the retail industries are slowly opening. So uh, they're trying to look for individuals who will work with them. And again, culinary kitchen, if you're familiar with Uber and DoorDash, that's the reason why the culinary and kitchen industry are doing good. The gaming, the streaming services, just like what we are using right now through this Zoom platform, we're able to deliver these services. And some others are the productivity tools, and even trucking. Okay. Did you know that the trucking industry, or the drivers, are the only one who can get in and out of the borders because of they have to move the products. So
Yeah.
these are just some of the industries that are doing good even during this pandemic.
Wow, that's amazing. Thanks, Noel, for that. That was very informative. So, for those individuals who are thinking about maybe doing an industry shift or looking to transfer into a different um, employment, these would be good industries to kind of dip your feet in or to explore further as they have more vacant opportunities and greater prospects as well. So who's getting hired right now? So we talked a little bit about the industries. We talked, about, what job search is looking like. But the short answer here is those individuals that are getting hired are the ones who are continuing to stay motivated, who are remaining confident, and they know their worth. And the most important thing is that they don't stop their job search at all costs. They keep going, even though sometimes it seems like a dead end. You just got to revamp your strategy and keep moving forward. And this brings me to my next slide, which is keeping your momentum going. And I talked a little bit earlier about sometimes, it's hard to give yourself that momentum and that boost, and it can be demotivating at times. However, I promise you, if you dedicate a little bit of time every single day to conduct your job search, I guarantee that the results will be very fruitful. And one of my favorite quotes by Martin Luther King is that you don't have to see the whole staircase, you just have to take the first step. So sometimes we overwhelm ourselves by thinking about the future too much, and the best thing to do is just to take it one day at a time. As cliche as it sounds, just taking it one day at a time, creating a routine, treating your job search like an actual job, spending at least 2 to 3 hours. If you can't do 2 to 3 hours, just do 1 hour daily. And keeping yourself accountable. So, creating a job search tracking sheet or having a notebook, whatever tracking tool that you can use to keep yourself accountable digitally, or, just pen and paper as well. Then that is a great, great start. And setting daily and weekly goals as well will help you see your progress. We're going to be discussing 5 different strategies to be successful in your job search. And Noelle, please jump in at any time if you'd like to add. Um, for strategy number 1 is updating your job search toolkit. So a lot of times clients will, Noelle and I, we share the story quite often, is that clients will come to us and say, you know what, I've applied to 50 jobs this week and nobody's gotten back to me. Am I ever going to find a job? And usually our response is that, hey, let's take a look at your resume. Let's see, are you actually delivering the quality, or are you just mass applying and, hitting your hitting your
Yes.
quantity
Yeah.
quota, rather than looking at actually exploring the quality and the real requirements of the job?
Yeah,
So,
that's correct, Sarah. I mean, like if you set yourself like sending 5 resumes a day. In a matter
Yeah.
of weeks, that's 35 resumes. And in a month, that's going to be like more than 100. So my
Yeah.
question to my client is, how do you keep tracking of all those resumes?
Hmm.
And how many resumes you have, since you said it's already a week and you probably sent 35. And if they tell
Hmm.
me like I only have one copy of resumes, uh-oh, that's not going to work anymore, right, Sarah?
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
You need to tailor your resume for sure. You need to have remote working skills. You need to have some type of, tailoring
Yes.
in order for you to be successful in becoming the ideal candidate. Now, remote working skills, as you can see on the screens, that have organization, communication, routine, time management, motivation, all of these skills that I've mentioned on the screen, these are skills that now employers are looking for. They want candidates to have the ability to work from home and to independently execute tasks, have good communication, be, efficient with their time. So these skills need to be incorporated in resumes now more than ever. With regards to cover letter, I think that it is important to have a cover letter, but some jobs don't ask for it. So, Noel, what would you recommend if an employer doesn't ask for
The
a cover letter?
I use this rule of thumb that if the job posting said send your resume with the covering letter, you have to, you must. But if they didn't say anything, just send a resume. But I tell my client, gut feeling, do you think you need a cover letter for this resume? Follow what you feel. Yes.
Hmm. Yeah, definitely. But it's better to be safe than sorry. So if you have the
Mhm.
time to write a cover letter and if you have the time to tailor it, then by all means, include a cover letter. But if the job doesn't ask for it, then you don't have to put yourself through that trouble and you can just continue applying. Um, I also wanted to say that I know LinkedIn is very comfortable. It's an extremely user-friendly site, and people use it to conduct their job search. However, it's not the only job board that's out there and available at this time. So if you are someone that has exhausted all your options and you know explored all the jobs on LinkedIn, oh sorry, on Indeed, there are other tools as well. So I just want to bring your attention to the screen here. This is a great tool. This is remote job search. And basically, it has different links to different websites, and you can find remote jobs here. So just to give you a quick example, there is remote OK. So if you click this link, it will take you to a website, a job board that looks similar to Indeed, and it will tell you the jobs that are currently available, what they're willing to pay, and you can also filter through your requirements here. So depending on if you're looking for customer service, if you're looking for admin, they have tons of positions available. So you just really have to see what you're looking for and then proceed from there. Um, okay, so strategy number 2 is to create a plan. And I think that this is really, really important, especially in this time. Transferable skills is one thing that I can't emphasize enough when it comes to my clients, exploring their other job opportunities and prospects, because sometimes a client may be working in an industry for 10 plus years and now they've been laid off due to COVID. So they have all this experience, but they're not able to find a job in a specific industry, let's say hospitality or aviation, travel, and tourism. What do you do then? So you have to explore your transferable skills to see, okay, what are some things that I'm good at and that I can use in other job opportunities and prospects. So I would recommend looking outside of the box as well. And what I mean by that is before COVID, we were confined by a geographical area, which meant that if you lived in the GTA, well, you'd be applying to jobs in the GTA. However, after COVID or now this new way that we're operating, you can work remotely from any province or actually even any country in the world as long as you've been approved that and you're flexible enough to do so. So really thinking outside the box, exploring all your industries and really taking advantage of your opportunities can create a new new experience for you and kind of transform your life maybe in the way that you've been looking for. Noel, do you want to add anything to that?
Yes, sorry. What I can add is keep your options open based on your transferable skills. If you limit yourself, like you're very limited, you're just focused on one industry, please open up. I mean, like keep your options open, because there are so many industries that may be needing those transferable skills. You may probably start with your transferable skills, but hey, once you're inside the company, anything goes, anything happens, you can move up from there.
Definitely. Definitely agree. All right. Strategy number 3 is to expand your network. And if, like in the beginning, I mentioned if there was a better time to network, this is the time. Do you want to add anything with regards to expanding your network, Noel, before
Yeah,
I talk about
improve.
the ATS? Yeah.
Yeah, improve your networks. I mean, like go out there. I mean, like not necessarily go out, but if you can join other chat rooms or other groups that and talk to them about yourself. I mean, what you do, what can you do, what are your plans, and then get to know them. Because one thing for sure, you're gonna be improving your number of networks, and in North America, networking is a very great tool in looking for a job specifically in your field.
Definitely. What I would recommend is when you are networking, you're actually bypassing the applicant tracking system. So a lot of clients or a lot of the companies are now using an applicant tracking software that actually automatically filters job applications based on certain criteria. So keywords, former employers, years of experience, etc. So when you're applying online, you may not realize it, but your application is being passed through a filter. So if your resume is not tailored enough or doesn't have the required skills that are necessary, then you will not make it. Your resume will not make it into the hands of a hiring manager. So the goal here is to network appropriately enough to create a genuine connection so that they can do the referral for you, which would help you bypass the applicant tracking system. And, at Access, we encourage you to connect with your employment consultant, request to be referred to mentoring and networking events, and explore other online events as well. There's tons on LinkedIn, on ZipRecruiter, on other HR platforms that happen on a, recurring basis. So definitely, if you're looking to connect and to build your network, these are great tools that you can utilize in that process. Now, I talked a little bit about ATS systems, and I want to bring your attention to Jobscan. And Jobscan is actually a system that is designed to help you tailor your resume in accordance to the job posting. So, what I mean by that is, I'll give you a live demonstration. So, this is Jobscan. Okay, this is a great website. All you have to do is you upload your resume and you add the job description and you view your results. So when you, let me see here. So you can try a free scan. So you upload your resume, copy, paste, you add the job, and then you see your results here. And it will tell you exactly what your resume is going to match by. So here it's 60%. You ideally want at least 75 to 80% is a solid match. But if you don't have this, that's okay. You can also explore what areas you're missing, what keywords you're missing. And Noel, how successful have your clients been when they've used JobScan?
Well, because of JobScan, I mean, like my clients were able to learn again. They open your options, right? Then they learn that, hey, I can be in this industry. Hey, I can get this job, because they have to match their resume based on the job requirements. And they were like surprised that. And then if they would ask me like, I didn't know I can really do this job. Well, the software is already telling you. So if you want to sit down and discuss those skills that my client think that she doesn't have them, and then suddenly they are there. So you got to explain more a little bit with them and understand
Hmm.
what the skills that they already have, right?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So with regards to LinkedIn, because I know that LinkedIn is also another really, really great tool that we can use to help our clients secure work. And I just want to ask Laura, how are we doing on time?
We're
I
running
just
a little tight, so if we
We're
could,
running tight. Yeah.
yeah, we're
Okay.
running tight.
Great.
We have a couple questions, but we can go over by about 5 minutes to get to
5 minutes.
the presentation.
Okay.
Question.
Yeah, great. So, like I mentioned earlier, LinkedIn is a great tool to use. So for those of you who are interested in exploring LinkedIn, I would highly recommend going on LinkedIn and watching a great tutorial to help you build a profile. So making sure that you have a great picture, headline, summary, volunteer experience. These are all things that you need to mention in your LinkedIn profile to help you get discovered. And LinkedIn is quite extensive, so we can spend hours talking about it, but definitely a great tool for you to use. And now LinkedIn has a great online mobile feature as well. So you can download the LinkedIn app and you can easily apply on your phone as well. So once you've saved your resume, you can apply. Um, and then also, let's talk a little bit about interview skills. Noel, did you want to talk a little bit about online interviews? And then we'll go into the EI and the SERB.
Yes, because of this pandemic, we try to adapt ourselves with the technology, and 100% or 99% of the employers now are doing their job interviews on different platforms via a video. So at Access, as an employment consultant, I always see to it that my clients, before they go for an interview, I see them first. I do mock interviews, try answer different questions. I try to guide them with on how to answer questions according to what employers' expectation is very important. So I always tell my client, don't go for any interview without me preparing you. So it's very important, Sarah.
Definitely. Practicing is key, making sure
Mhm.
that you are
Yes.
familiar with, online platforms like Zoom, Skype, Spark Hire. These are all great tools that one can use to help them build their video conferencing skills for sure. And the last thing I want to talk about before we, conclude with the supports is upskilling and reskilling. I think it's so important to make use of your time, especially during COVID. If you are someone that's actively job searching and are wanting to advance your professional development, but may not have the funds to go back to post secondary or explore other private colleges or programs. Online training is phenomenal right now. Harvard University is offering 67 free courses. There's EDX, Canada Learning Code, Coursera, so many tools and platforms that are available currently right now to help you obtain certifications and upgrade your skills at a low or almost free cost. So this is something that I highly encourage everyone to do if you have the time and if you are looking to develop yourself and increase your professional development. So the last thing I wanted to talk about, and I think this is also very, very important, is that you should never have to feel hopeless or extremely alone in this current time. So the government of Canada has ensured that, there are benefits available right now for those individuals who have been directly impacted by COVID-19. And you can go on the government of Canada's website right here, which I have open. So if you are someone that is eligible for EI, you can definitely go ahead and apply for EI here. Or if you would like to find out more information about how to apply for the SERB, that information is also available on the Government of Canada's website. And you just have to answer a couple screening questions, and then it takes you to the actual application. And you can also apply by phone if you find yourself in the position of having to apply. And that basically concludes our mini job search strategy workshop today.
Yeah, if I may add, Sarah, I mean,
Yeah,
like, I
sure.
know, thank you guys for all attending, but we're having a short time to deliver this, but we do deliver these programs or these webinars online. Just check on our ACCESS website and just register yourself. Okay, so we'll see you there again. Thanks.
Wow, what a wonderful presentation. I'm just going to mention one of the questions that came in. We're short on time, but I want this to go through. You touched upon Jobscan. Is it for all of Canada?
Yeah, so it depends on the job posting that you're applying to, right? So it's not limited by geographical location. It just scans your resume and scans the job posting. So you can apply from anywhere in the world.
And I have another question. I use LinkedIn to find jobs, but when I apply, I'm usually asked to apply via resume upload or through LinkedIn. Is there a benefit to one over the other?
Okay, so resume upload, I believe, is when you upload your resume to LinkedIn and it saves it like how you would do on Indeed. And then when you're applying for a job, it'll just say apply and then your resume is connected. So your resume will automatically be sent. And what was the other one that you mentioned?
The other one was, is there a benefit to the resume upload or to doing it through LinkedIn directly?
Through LinkedIn directly. Yeah, so I believe actually both of them are the same. Direct upload is once you upload it, LinkedIn has your resume, and then if you want to apply as you search for jobs, then you actually upload it from your computer or from your phone, depending on the document that you have saved. I would recommend the second method just because you can tailor your resume, so it's not a generic saved resume that you have on LinkedIn, so you can make amendments to that. So that would be my recommendation.
Thank you. That's all the time we have for questions. Thank you, everyone. Please rejoin the fair. If you didn't get a chance to have your questions answered or you have additional questions, head over to the ACCESS Employment booth and chat or video call with them and have your questions answered directly. Thanks again to Noelle and Sarah for joining us and for our hiring partner, Dialectica. Thanks to all of you. I'm Catherine Steele from English Pronunciation for Success, and I do have a booth here today as well if you'd like to come by and chat. Enjoy the fair. It is open for another 30 minutes.
Thanks,
Thank you
Catherine.
so much. Thank you.
Thanks,
Such
Laura.
a pleasure.
Thanks,
Take
Sarah.
care. Thank you. Thank you.
And
Take
we
care.
invite all those participants to visit us at ACCESS. And if you want to talk to us, call us.
You're more than welcome, everyone, to
Yes.
join us here at ACCESS as well. Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.